It's taking forever. Here we go. Well, good afternoon, everyone. And just make sure we're live on all of our platforms. We welcome you on this beautiful Tuesday afternoon. Hope you are enjoying your day and that you, are joining us for lunch. So let's just make sure, I just want to make sure that we are live. Let's see here. Yep, we are live. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Okay, wonderful. Just gonna check one more avenue just to make sure. So excited to talk to you all today. Let's see. All right, good to go. Well, without further ado, we're going to go ahead and get started. I hope that you are having a great day. And yeah, here we go. So, welcome to the Coach's Kitchen, everyone, where breakthrough is always on the burner. I'm your host, Leslie Nicole, life coach, motivational speaker, and your favorite soul chef. This is where ambitious women like you come to unpack what's simmering beneath the surface, from purpose to power moves, healing to high stakes leadership, because this is not fast food healing, y'all. It's the slow, sacred work that sticks. I hope you're ready to get cooking because today I am honored to be joined by the one, the only Evelyn Magley. Where are you, Miss Evelyn Magley? There you are. You are so
Hi.
beautiful. Welcome to the Coach's Kitchen.
Thank you so much, Leslie. I'm just excited to be here and thank you so much for this opportunity to share my journey.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Before we get started, let me just tell our viewers who Evelyn Magley is. So, Evelyn, she is a history maker, trailblazer, the first African American woman to own a male professional sports league. Girl, you're a powerhouse. But Evelyn, her impact goes far beyond sports. She's a visionary leader whose work spans athletics, youth development, music, ministry, and executive leadership. And at the core of it all is a deep commitment to faith, service, and legacy. And today we're going to talk about what it means to lead when there's no blueprint, to walk boldly in rooms where you may be the first or the only, and to remain faithful and fearless while carrying real responsibility. This conversation today is for high achievers navigating growth, calling, and a transition. And for anyone who knows leadership's more than just titles or visibility. But yeah, so Miss Evelyn, this is actually our first time actually like sitting down together.
Yes.
So I'd love to just start personally. What should we know about you that doesn't show up in a bio or a headline or a title?
Well, I would say that it doesn't show up in a title is my faith.
Mm,
Um, my faith is everything to me. It's the foundation of who I am.
yeah,
And it's how I was raised, and it's where I started my beginning. My whole walk with my entire life has
yeah,
been based on my faith, and that's what doesn't show up
mm,
in a headline.
yeah, yeah. So when people that, they hear your title and your accomplishments, I mean, you're the CEO of a major like sports league. They see the wins, right? So, what part of your journey shaped you the most before, let's say, the spotlight ever found you?
Well, the part of the journey that I would say has shaped me the most was just my that first step of faith is the call of the vision of having this basketball league that's uses basketball as a tool to show love to community. And so that first glimpse of that started in a place that probably most wouldn't have expected it to.
Mm.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
tell me more.
Well, the basketball league, the vision, as I always say, it's a God-given vision, and I don't apologize for it.
Hmm.
It actually started in a bathroom on the floor.
Really?
Yeah.
Now that I did not know. That's not in your bio.
It
That's
started
not in your bio.
it started on the floor of a bathroom, and it was a place of real pain. It
Mm,
was a place where I had come to get away.
hmm.
I was going through a lot in my life personally with my
Hmm.
family, and there were things that had happened that really took me to my knees, and my death in family and
Hmm.
crisis with children, and
Hmm.
I fell on my face before God, and was just having a real deep conversation because I
Hmm.
know with my faith and my relationship with God, I got to be real. And I
Yeah.
was having that conversation like,
Hmm.
God, where are you?
Mm,
What do you do when you live your life for the Lord and
hmm.
you make all these professions, everybody, God is good, oh, all the
All
time,
the
all the
time and all the
time,
time, God
God's
is
good. And and then you run into a couple of more than a couple of brick walls, and sometimes when those brick walls you don't have time to recover from the first one that you hit,
good. Hmm.
it can bring you to your knees, and that's where I was
Mm,
on the floor, and just really saying, God, where are you? And um, in a place of real pain. And I don't know, Leslie, if you've
hmm.
ever been in a place where you're so broken that you can you feel pain in your body. Like, I mean,
Oh, oh yeah.
actual pain.
Yes.
Like,
Been there.
I'm on the floor, and I remember, and I look back on it and I think I can understand how some people could turn to a drug. I
Hmm.
can see how if you're feeling that kind of pain on a day-to-day basis, how
Hmm.
you may try to or want to get away from it. And so my refuge was not a bottle of alcohol or
Yeah.
drugs or anything. My place of refuge and what I had been taught was to go to God.
Hmm.
And so I'm on this floor just crying, God, where are you? My brother-in-law died unexpectedly. My husband was working on a business that he had, and everything just seemed to fall apart. And my daughter was going through some insanity in her life. I mean, not that she was insane, but it was some insane things that
Absolutely. Yeah.
but that she was going through. And I'm like, okay, God, where are you?
Where are you?
And I felt I was like, I don't know, where you just on that edge. And I remember hearing a voice that said, why are you crying?
Mm,
And I was like, why am I crying? Why am I feeling this? Why am I crying? I say I believe in God. I say that God is real. Then
yeah.
why am I crying? I'm like, oh God, forgive me for crying. Why I shouldn't be crying like this. Forgive me. I said, do you trust me?
Mm,
I said, yes, I trust you, Lord. And then I felt convicted because I'm like, I never wanted to be like the children of Israel where, God had delivered them through all these different things and yet they still didn't believe. I'm
mm,
sitting there, I'm like, yes, I trust you. And I'm like, he had delivered me. I had lost a child and he had been with me. Okay. Now, why are you on your face crying? And if you trust God, then why are you at this place of so much pain? And then I'm like,
mhm,
well, forgive me, God, forgive me, God. I should be praising you.
Mhm.
I should be praising you because you know the sacrifice of praise. Have you ever heard that song? We bring sacrifice of praise. Oh yeah, that sounds like it
Into the
sounds
house
real
of the
good.
Lord. That's
Sounds
you.
really good until you have to really do it,
Yep.
right? And so
Yep.
I'm like, okay, sacrifice of praise, sacrifice of praise. So I said, okay, God, I'm just gonna thank you. I'm just gonna thank you. I thank you for my grandbabies. I thank you for my children.
Mhm.
And I just started going through my life and all the things that were positive and everything that I could think of to just praise Him. I was like, God, forgive me. God, forgive me. I trust you. I praise you. I thank you. And then as I'm praising Him, I hear a still voice. Then start your own league. Now,
Mm.
I know you're probably like, why would He say then start your own league?
Mhm.
Well, as you look back, not knowing what we were going through, my husband had started a league
Mhm.
that had really fallen through the
Mhm.
cracks. He can't go into a lot of details on it, but it had brought him to a place of he just had like done everything that he could do. And that's
Mhm.
one of the reasons I had gone to the restroom
Mhm.
and was crying because some things had happened with that league that he was getting ready to start, that he was had started. And
Mhm.
he had gained 150 pounds because he was grieving his brother's loss, all of that.
Yeah.
That's why I ended up there. Long story short, um, start my own league. And I sat up, I said, start my own league. I'm a retired music teacher. I'm like, God. I'm like, who are you talking about? I was like, are you talking about? I'm a retired music teacher. Start your own league.
Mhm.
And I said, oh. And as I started to think, it was like a download. You know how that wheel is turning
Mhm.
when
Right.
something's downloading? It was like a download, Leslie, of it'll be a league based on the love of God. It'll be a league that that sees the young men as being human beings and not just
Mhm.
athletes. All this stuff was rushing in my mind, and I jumped up because I had gone to the restroom. My husband was asleep. I jumped up and I ran into the room where my husband was asleep. I said, "David, David, David, God spoke to me. God spoke to me. He said, stop my." He said, "I'm either." He said, work, because he has CPAP. What are you talking about? What are you talking? I said, David, guy spoke to me. He said for me to start my own league. What are you doing? I said, David, he said, he spoke
Oh.
to me. He took the CPAP off. He said, what are you talking about? Can we talk about this tomorrow? I said, no. I said, no, David. God showed me. He told me we got to write it down. So we took out a piece of paper. I wrote it down, everything. The league based on the love of God. And then the young men will be seen as being people. So we wrote all this down. We sat up till about 5 in the morning
Wow.
writing out everything that was downloading about
Wow.
this league. And um, that same day, I said I'm gonna get started because it was
Mhm.
Leslie, it was so clear. It was
Mhm.
like it happened. Like when I see it right now, it's like it was so clear. It wasn't like, oh, it was so clear, and I had written it down. So I got up and I said, okay, I got to get started. So I got to start. I got to get a bank account. I got to get this thing going. Because when you hear something that's so clear like that, it was like adrenaline, everything was like, get it done, get
Need to
it done,
move.
get it done.
Yeah.
So I said, I'm going to go, I'm going to open my business account. So I said, okay. So my husband's like, well, I can go with you. I said, no, I don't need your help. No, 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 no. I don't need your
I'm
help.
good.
I'm good. I'm good. So I drive over to the bank. I walk in. I go up to the teller.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I would like to open up a business account. And the teller said, can't do this here at the window. You have to go over to the business section. So go over
Right.
there, and there's some little seats. So I marched over to the seats and sat down. A guy came over. I remember his name was Timothy.
Mm-hmm.
Came over. Yes, you want to open a account? Yes, I marched into his office. He said, no, yes, you want to open this account. And what is the name of your business? I said,
One second.
I'll be back. I marched out, Leslie. I marched out. I was like, what am I doing? I said, maybe my husband should have came with me. I don't know. So that day I went down and I called up my attorney.
Mm-hmm.
I got incorporated LLC, all of that. Got my name of my business, everything. Came back to the bank the same day. Now, mind you,
Oh.
I'm navigating this down in Indy.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not from Indy. Okay, so I'm
So you're
going down.
from Florida,
I'm from
Kentucky?
Kansas. I'm originally from
Kansas. Okay.
Kansas.
Okay.
Lived in Florida for a while. So I go down, I get everything, all my paperwork and everything. Come back to the bank, walk in, sit down. Timothy comes over. I got everything. I'm ready to go. Let's go. So I sit down and I open my account with $20.
Wow.
And from there, I acquired another league that had 8 teams in it. I started with 8 teams.
Mm-hmm.
And then we grew from 8 to 10, then 12, and COVID hit. And
Mm-hmm.
3 days before Rudy Goldberg, whatever the guy's name is, touched the microphones, and everybody ran out of the arena like, the plague, because, they're like, COVID,
Mm-hmm.
everybody was running. We shut down 3 days before the NBA did. And we had a decision to make on what we were going to do. And from there, we decided we were going to move forward. So during COVID, our league tripled in size to 29 teams.
Oh my gosh.
When everybody else was shutting down. And that is a testimony to God.
Yeah.
See, that's not about me working that hard or my husband working that hard. Because I told him, I'm
Mm-hmm.
going to hire you. You're going to work with me. You're going to work with me.
With you. And that's the key word. With you. With you.
Exactly. And so we grew to 29 teams. And then from there, we continued to grow. And now we have 38 teams across North America. I have 4 teams that are in Canada with the basketball league. And now I have another league that is Basketball Super League that's
Mm-hmm.
based out of Canada. Well, it's based here in the United States, but our
Mm-hmm.
teams, we've got 5 teams there in Canada. And it's a premier league that has a longer season,
Mm-hmm.
larger arenas,
Mm-hmm.
higher pay. But yeah,
Yeah.
so sorry, that was a lot.
No, it's okay. It's so it's God is not, he doesn't do things by mistake, right? And
Yeah.
so, oh, look at me. It looks like I'm raising my hand. Oh, goodness. I hate this Zoom thing. So anyway, but I was reading my devotional. So it's the second time I've actually been through this devotional. It's called 100 Days of Believing Bigger. It's by an
Oh,
author named Marshawn Evans Daniels. It's so
oh,
beautiful. It's a beautiful
okay.
book. You can kind of see it.
Oh, yeah.
But the scripture today was Jesus replied, "You do not realize now what I am doing, but later you will understand." John 13:7. And
Whoa.
the first sentence, God is more concerned with our trust than our talent, more
Wow.
committed to our character than our career, and more interested in obedience than sacrifice.
Mm,
That just summed up everything you just
mm.
said.
I need that. We can afterwards. You can send that. You can text that one to me. I need that today.
Yeah,
Definitely.
and she says God wants us to trust. And
That's
her
it.
acronym, yeah, and her acronym is
Oh.
total reliance upon spiritual timing. I was like, ma'am,
And that's the second thing he said to me.
right.
Do you trust me? So now, here I am 8 years later,
Yeah,
and I still have to trust him. And the thing of it is that when there is no blueprint,
right.
when you are walking on faith, it is an act of trust
Hmm.
because it's never been done this way before.
Yeah,
And so there's no real blueprint. Now you've got the G League, you've got the NBA.
sure.
Well, you're talking 75 years, an entity that's been here for 75 years. We are
Right.
still in comparison, we are still in our infancy
Sure.
going into year 8. But
Yeah.
yeah, it is a walk of real trust
Hmm.
because he just shows up the way he
Hmm.
shows up.
Hmm. So how do you navigate the weight, or maybe it's not the weight, but the weight of being the first without letting it silence or shrink you?
Well, I really don't try to really get into that. I think it's something
Mhm.
that was a part of his plan for me, but it's
Mhm.
not like I woke up and said, I want to be the first. It's
Mhm.
just something that happened with this call. And the way I navigate that is the way I would do anything is regardless of whether I'm first or not, I'm just going to work my butt off and
Yeah.
I'm going to represent number one, God first, then my family. And those are the things that are dear to me is 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 living that out. But it is
Mhm.
not easy
Mhm. Mhm.
because you, uh, you heard that song by James Brown. This is a man's world. Well,
Oh,
this is a man.
absolutely. Absolutely.
And what I have found in this arena, if
Yeah.
I may say, this arena of men's professional sports is it is definitely a man's world. And as a
Mhm.
woman, you in the States here, you pretty much know um, that it's a man's world. But then when you go inside of that and it's a men's professional sports league, there is a culture that comes along with it that
Mhm.
you have to observe and
Mhm.
understand exactly, how to navigate through
Yeah.
that and do it in a way that leaves you with your humanity
Mhm.
as a
Mhm.
woman
Mhm.
and not I'm not a man, so I'm
Right.
gonna handle things a little differently
Mhm.
than possibly
That's a great
they.
and unique perspective that they probably need too.
Well, it's interesting when you can sit at a table
Mhm.
and you can say, "Oh, the sky is blue."
Mhm.
It is very clearly blue,
Mhm.
and it's blue today.
Yeah.
And then you can have a man that says, "Oh, the sky is blue."
Mhm.
And everyone goes, "Oh, it is blue? Oh my goodness." And you sit there and you're like, I just
Bewildered.
I just said the sky is blue.
Like,
What
what are you doing?
am I a ghost? And sometimes it's like that, but it's interesting because this is a part of, I believe, the culture
Yeah.
that we live in is that um, often we are not seen and not heard, and sometimes
Mhm.
we are seen but we're not heard, and
Right.
sometimes it's both. We're
Right.
not seen and we're not heard.
Absolutely.
So,
Absolutely.
navigating that and not taking it personally,
Mhm.
that it is not directed at me
Mhm.
as much as it is the
Mm.
state that we're living in.
That was a whole statement right there. And that's a loaded statement, just considering, where we are in the world and our own nation. And yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, it's a lot.
it's
It's
a
big.
lot.
It
It's a
is.
lot. But
It
you
is.
know what? I'm going to tell you, Leslie, the time is now.
That's right.
The time is now. I love what you're doing.
Mm,
You
thank
have stepped out on faith.
you.
You are using your table and you're sharing your platform to help lift others.
Mhm.
And when you do that, it's all swinging back to you. It's all
Mhm.
coming back. People that you haven't heard from for
Mhm.
a period of time will begin
Mhm.
to reach out
Mhm.
because they see the impact that you're making and everything that you seeded into their lives. Not everybody, but it will start to come back to you. But sometimes it takes time. And when you're swinging that pendulum that wide, Miss Leslie, when you are hitting it and it's swinging way up here, sometimes it seems like it's forever that it's coming back to make that movement to
Mhm.
go up and beyond. But it's coming.
Amen.
The question is, are we
Mhm.
ready?
Are we ready?
Because the time is now.
And are we trusting
Yes. I
his
mean,
timeline? His
if
timeline.
you look at it, historically speaking, are we ever going to get any more free than we are right now? The time is now. And let me tell you, this generation, your generation, is going
Mhm.
to take us into that 21st century that we're
Mhm.
in. you are going to max out on the promises
Mm,
that people have been praying for generations. It's manifesting in you,
mhm,
it's coming out in what you're doing.
mm,
It's powerful. Because
mm,
when you were little, did you know you'd have your own podcast? Did you even know of such
mhm,
a thing as a podcast?
mm,
That you'd be able to have a platform where now you can set up you don't have to wait for some of those big names to call
mhm.
you.
Yeah.
You can make your own table and you're doing it and you're bringing everybody else with you. And I really uplift you in that because you don't have to do that,
Mm.
but you are. So I want to say thank you.
Whoa, Jesus, ma'am, I wasn't expecting to be poured into today, but
Well, I will tell you, that's what life is about, and that's a part of what the basketball league is,
yeah,
because that's what we do.
right.
We use our platform to uplift others.
Hmm.
Having these young men to see and know that I see you.
I see you.
We don't have
Mhm.
team market owners.
Yeah.
I mean, we don't have what I would say team owners.
Right, right, right.
We have team market owners
Hmm.
because it's not slavery.
Hmm.
You don't own these players, you own the
Hmm.
market. You're
Hmm.
using your platform to allow them to have a platform to use their gifts and talents.
Yeah,
And now you're spreading that out to the community. And that team that is located in that community becomes a community asset.
yeah,
And as people understand that, then they can get exactly what we're doing and what we're accomplishing,
yeah.
and that is changing lives. It's not just about basketball.
That's right. It's
It's
not.
not about, I will tell the coaches when we meet, we had our annual meeting, and the coaches come in and we have our coaches meeting and we go through, the curriculum, so to say, procedure, protocol of the season. And one of the things that I like to share with them is if all you're about is trying to win a trophy
Hmm.
so you can hold that golden calf over your head,
Hmm.
all right? By the way, our trophies are not golden, they're crystal. They're, there's a reason for everything. But if all you're in the basketball league for as a coach is to win a trophy, to win a championship, you might want to rethink.
Yeah.
This may not be the league for you
Hmm.
because my thoughts are that it's not about winning a championship or a trophy
Hmm.
because the real trophies are the players.
Hmm.
It's a different
It's a
mindset.
totally different mindset.
If
Totally
you've
different.
got to if you've got to rip people apart so that these guys just and you don't build them back up to be a
Hmm.
team
Hmm.
and you're just ripping them just so that you can keep your job and win a trophy, this may not be the league for you.
Right.
And that's okay. That's okay. But
Yeah.
understand that these young men want to be seen. There's a calling deep inside of them. I believe, everybody doesn't have to believe this way. I believe there's something deep inside of them that would make them want to play this sport.
Yeah.
Most are not paid as much as the hours that they've put into it.
Hmm.
Why? And I ask them, why are you doing this?
Hmm.
Who are you and why are you doing this? So if you're working with a group of young men and you're a coach, coach's kitchen, okay,
Hmm. Hmm.
you're working with them as a coach and you destroy them mentally and spiritually and you don't build them up,
Hmm.
what's the purpose?
Yeah.
So life has to be more than that. Sports need to be more than that. And in the basketball league, It has to be more than just about basketball. So,
Mm-hmm.
as coaches, I would expect that, yes, I understand the testosterone jumps all around and they're screaming and they're hollering and sometimes they're even cursing, but not to a degree where you demean a person in front of
Right.
other young men and their families and call them
Mm-hmm.
out of their names and dehumanize them.
Mm-hmm.
If
Mm-hmm.
you're trying to yell and scream to shake them up to get them to gel together, that's different. But think about, your reasoning and why you're
Mm-hmm.
doing what you're doing.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So that's something that's very important to me. And our coaches do understand that. And there those that don't.
Bye-bye. I mean, I just love your values, though. You talk about, well, I should your values, but then also the basketball league's values. So you got leadership, education, self-worth, and respect.
Yes.
And so, how and why? I think I understand the why, but how did you come up with those values specifically for the basketball league, and what are these young men doing in their communities?
I think that these values, leadership, self-worth, education, respect, they cover a person of who
Yeah.
they are.
Mm-hmm.
And when you have leadership, self worth, education, and respect, then you can seed into their lives. For
Mm-hmm.
example, life skills,
Mm-hmm.
empowerment. We have a financial literacy class that we offer to all of our players, our teams,
Mm-hmm.
and communities through a partnership that we have with the National Financial Educators Council.
Mm-hmm.
They're a fully accredited program. It's not anything that's multi-level or anything you have to buy or sell to be a part of. It's an actual curriculum that's fully accredited. That the class and the curriculum, once you become certified, a certified financial education instructor,
Mm-hmm.
it's valued at over $13,000, and we offer that for free to anyone involved with our league, whether it's players, coaches, administration,
Mm-hmm.
executives, so that they can learn how to be financially literate. In the United States, we have 75% of all Americans, whether they're an athlete or not, because sometimes the idea is that athletes don't know what's going on. That's not true.
Mm-hmm.
75% of all Americans, athletes or not, are financially illiterate on some level, whether
Mm-hmm.
they don't know how to open a bank account. Maybe they don't know what a 401k is. Maybe they don't know
Mm-hmm.
what Bitcoin, cryptocurrency, or what a NIT is. They're at some level. Maybe they don't know how to invest.
Mm-hmm.
So at some level, that financial illiteracy
Mm-hmm.
needs to be tackled in this country. So we're doing it one person at a time,
Mm-hmm.
and we offer it to everyone through that partnership.
Mm-hmm.
What that does, it shows them that they're a person,
Mm-hmm.
that we're more concerned about them being able to establish financial legacy for themselves and for their families.
Mm-hmm.
And it shows them that it's more than just about basketball. And those
Mm-hmm.
that want to participate in that platform, they can do so for free.
Mm-hmm.
And it's something that helps to build them in their character and also in their leadership.
Mm-hmm.
Those are the things that we do that are outside of basketball that help our communities, help our players, and help to build the values in our communities that our teams are placed in.
Mm-hmm. So it really sounds like you're about building legacy.
Yes. Well, I
Mm-hmm.
mean, just think about this. Look what you're doing. I keep coming back to you. I mean, who would have thought?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's just you're building legacy because everything that you have that you're building that's
Mm-hmm.
archived, these interviews are impacting lives. Whether someone is watching this live right now or not,
Mm-hmm.
this is something that can be utilized in life in general. And
Absolutely.
so you're building legacy of history that
Mm-hmm.
you are literally recording that can be passed on from one generation to the next. My
Mhm.
grandbabies, my great grandbabies can watch this. I mean, they'll probably
Mhm.
make it in a hologram in the next year or so. We'll be sitting in a hologram. We don't know what's coming. But I mean, it's here, and it's here because you're building that legacy through, you know, media.
Yeah, yeah.
And you're doing it in such a spectacular way that people can come onto your show and they feel that they're in a safe space. I feel
Mhm.
that.
Mhm.
And I can tell you, I don't always feel that.
Mm.
So
Mhm.
it's a place that you're creating for legacy of
Mhm.
transparency and truth.
Mhm.
Because when you feel that you can speak transparently, then
Mhm.
you can really be open because I know this is not going to be cut and spliced up and made to lean in a certain direction.
Yeah, no, that's
I,
never
I
bring up.
love this
Mhm.
because authentically you're seeing, you're able to see me.
Well, praise God. I appreciate it. So you think, I mean, this is interview one, but I hope Jennifer knows she about to have an adopted sister because
It's like, hey,
she about to have an adopted sister. I'm like, hello, Miss Magley. Hello, ma'am. Because I mean, you have just spoken so much truth, and like I said, I never know what will happen and what will transpire from the conversations that I have, right?
Mhm.
But I never take it for granted when someone speaks into my life, um, and on time.
Well, I
So
will tell you something. Never give up
yeah.
because when you've been given a vision,
Hmm.
and this is for me, everybody don't have to believe like this. I'm cool. I'm just going to tell you
Hmm.
honestly, when you've been shown something and you've been given
Hmm.
something that you know is coming from deep within, you must follow that.
Hmm.
I feel that everyone has purpose.
Hmm.
I had a group that I worked with in my neighborhood called Children with Purpose. I
Hmm.
started and I had a mentorship where teachers came in and it was
Hmm.
after school program and the kids would come in and we were at church. We
Hmm.
had praise and worship time, but then we would go to the basement and they would divide up into the different groups with the teachers and they would learn, their English, their geography, their math skills and everything. And I wanted these young children to know that you are not an accident.
That's right.
Because some children are being told, if it
Mhm.
hadn't been for that, I don't know what you're doing on it. I don't know. I wish I never had you. And all kind of things that are being put in their head, and they hear
Yeah,
these things echoing. So I want them to know that you you have purpose.
that's right.
I don't believe we're random. Leslie, I
Mhm.
believe that this moment in time was preordained.
Mhm.
This is there is nothing and no one that can stop you.
Mhm.
But you must know that in your heart.
Mhm.
The world that we're seeing and we're living in, it's a lie.
Yeah.
There's so many lies that are being told right
It's a
now.
lot of lies. A lot of
We
lies.
we we, we can't go into all of that because we don't want to get political or anything like that.
A
But
lot of lies.
there's 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 so much right now that we're being told
Yeah.
as distractions
Mhm.
to keep
Mhm.
you off center
Right.
from getting locked in, Leslie, being locked into what you've been called to do.
Mhm.
And so we must know that there is no one or nothing that can
Mhm.
stop us.
Amen.
If God be for me, who can be against
Who
me?
could be against me? Yeah.
No weapon formed against me shall prosper. So if you can understand that when you're hitting those walls, and it doesn't mean just because I believe all of a sudden
Yeah.
everything, I'm in the bubble and nothing's going to go wrong in my life. It doesn't happen that way, you
Mhm.
know? But when you know what your purpose is and what that calling is inside of you, then other connector, for me, being connected to God, He will have you in the right place at the
Mhm.
right time to accomplish that which you've been
Mhm.
set forth to accomplish. And nothing and no one can stop you.
Amen.
So that's my thought process when there's no blueprint
Mm-hmm.
is figure it out.
Yeah.
If I have this glass of water, okay. Oh, I'm sitting here, I need some water, right? I'm thirsty. Oh man, am I thirsty? You can even hear it in my voice. Rah, rah, rah. But I'm sitting here and I want this water, right? I'm like, wow, it's sitting over there. It's a half a glass of water. I need it. Guess what I have to do? I gotta reach out, I
Mm-hmm.
gotta pick it up, and I gotta drink it myself.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
The process. And when I run out of that water, I'm not gonna just sit here and say, oh God, just make the water appear. No, 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 no. Just make it appear. I'll just open my eyes and the water's gonna be there because there's process.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna tell you that's the hardest part, Leslie,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
is the process.
Mm-hmm.
But going back to what we talked about at the very beginning, do you trust him?
Mm-hmm.
Process meeting purpose.
Mm-hmm.
You talk all this talk, Evelyn. You say you believe in God. It's a God given vision, and I don't apologize for it.
Mm-hmm.
But now, this is a real business. You got to get capital.
Yeah.
You have to have funding.
Yeah.
You have to be able to do the logistics.
Mm-hmm.
It's not going to just
Mm-hmm.
miraculously happen.
Right. Right.
Are you willing to do the work?
Yeah. Yeah. Mm.
And when I started, you can see I had a little streak of gray.
Mm-hmm.
But that process,
Mm-hmm.
that's a mug, it's a beast.
Mm-hmm.
So, what hinders you? What makes you slow up? What stops you? Is it what you're really living or is it what's in your mind? Are
Mm-hmm.
you fighting a bigger battle in your mind than if
Mm-hmm.
you just got up and picked up the glass? Come on now. Are you fighting your mind? And that's that thinking on everything that's good, everything that's right. Think on these things
Mm-hmm.
because if you don't, you can literally destroy yourself
Yeah.
and end up on a bathroom floor somewhere hollering.
I've been on the bathroom floor.
Okay.
Not recently. Not recently, but I have been on the bathroom
Woo!
floor. I
The
was actually in the
bathroom floor
bathroom.
conversations.
I've been on some bathroom floors.
And I'm trying to learn, Leslie. I am trying. I'm like, Lord, I don't have to always end up on that bathroom floor.
Yeah.
It's like, come on now. Part of the Red Sea,
Mm-hmm.
okay? Like I said before, you were there when I lost that child.
Mm-hmm.
I can't keep repeating myself wandering around in a wilderness of doubt,
Mm-hmm.
walking around for 40 years on a 7-day journey because of doubt.
Right.
So I'm walking the walk. I'm doing everything that I can. I just have to continue to trust and not lose the battle in my mind.
Yeah.
Because you know what I'm talking about. I know you
Oh,
do.
oh,
You're
I
doing your
do.
own business and all that. You know.
Yeah.
So,
So what do you tell? I mean, because you've spoken so much into my life, and I hope other, viewers, you've spoken to theirs as well. What do you say to those who feel called to more, um, but they're really not sure how to move through that blueprint that you talked about? Like you said, there's a process, and they're just like, but I don't know how. I don't know what to do. Like, how do I
yeah.
start? How do I move? How do I know what the process is supposed to be? Like, what do you tell those individuals?
Well, the part of me that's
Mm-hmm.
me is I would say get organized.
Mm-hmm.
Write everything down that you think that you want to accomplish. Start with a plan of action, and navigate through that daily and just follow through on what you see. Now, sometimes things don't, you can have a plan, but you still got to be flexible.
Right.
You still
Right.
got to be Gumby. You still have
Gotta
to
be
be,
nimble. Gotta be
you
nimble.
got to be nimble because in my mind, I'm thinking it should be this way, but I may be spinning my wheels going to the left when God says, wait a minute, pick up that phone and call so and so
Hmm. Hmm.
because that's your breakthrough right there. You're going left, but follow me.
Yeah.
Sometimes you may end up calling people or doing something on what some people may call it a hunch.
Hmm.
I say
Hmm.
when you're locked in with God, move in what He's showing you. And some
Hmm.
people may not get that, but He will show you what to do. And sometimes your answer's right there in front of your face, but you're so busy looking over here.
Yeah.
He's like, it's right there.
Hmm.
It's been right there the whole time.
Yeah.
But sometimes we can get locked in so much on the way we want it to do, to writing down the plan and doing it the way you think it should be,
Hmm.
versus allowing the flexibility to have an act of obedience that is shown to you
Hmm.
on something that you need to do that day
Right.
so that you can be in the right place at the right time to meet the person that you need to meet,
Hmm.
or making that phone call that you're afraid to make,
Hmm.
because the thing that you fear the most is usually where that breakthrough comes.
Stepping stones.
It's crazy,
Stepping
right?
stones.
It's like we're really hindered most of the times by our own thoughts, our own, how do you wake up in the morning? Are you clear when you start your day?
Hmm.
I mean, I've gotten up some mornings and or gone to bed at night sometimes and can barely breathe, trying to figure it out,
Hmm.
trying to have an answer.
Hmm.
And sometimes there is no answer. It's just you got to keep moving.
Hmm.
Not then. I mean, the answer is not right there.
Right? Right. I mean, it's either yes, no, or wait. I mean,
Hmm.
it's either yes, no, or wait.
Yes. But um, I feel that each day is a new day.
Hmm.
And the way I navigate that blueprint is to live each day as though another day doesn't exist.
Hmm.
And so it's difficult as a woman. Go
Hmm.
back to being a woman in this.
Hmm. Hmm.
You're trying to be the mother, the daughter, the wife,
Yeah.
the sister, you know, the grandma. You're trying to, and I don't know, it's just this pressure of trying to be and do it all. And sometimes you're just not able to do that.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's the hard part.
Well, I am blessed. I am blessed. I'm grateful. I'm humbled. I'm grateful. I'm grateful. I'm grateful to have had the opportunity to talk to you. I'm digesting. My spirit is turning in a great way. And I'm just so, yeah, I thank the Lord for the opportunity.
I
But
would like to add one thing to this.
please go ahead.
There is only one you.
Hmm.
This is what I want these young men and all the people, because it's not just the young men. We've got dancers, statisticians, people that work in concessions, the whole thing.
Hmm.
It's really getting people to see and know there's only one them. And I
Hmm.
always I always tell the young men and the people that I work with, from the beginning of time to the end of time, from the moment you took your first breath until you take your last,
Hmm.
there will never ever be another you.
Hmm.
You are divinely created for purpose. And that's why even when people get depressed, just make it through that one day,
Yeah. Hmm.
because what you've been sent here to do, nobody else can do it. Not
Hmm.
like you.
Yeah.
If it could, it'd be about 5 or 6 of y'all. And it will not be accomplished unless you do it.
Mm.
Now, that sounds like a lot of pressure, but in a way, it takes everything off of you because um, you can't be replaced.
Yeah.
And you're going to accomplish that when you're connected. So that's what I want to say mainly is that's what the basketball league is about. Full circle is about community,
Mhm.
about getting people to see who they are, and to get these young men in particular, because it is a men's professional basketball
Mhm.
league, to see and know who they are.
Who they are.
And if you don't make a team, if you don't play another day of basketball, you are here for purpose. Don't, I mean, I see young men spiraling.
Mhm.
They're on the court playing, scared to mess up because they're so afraid of losing. You
Mhm.
can't nobody stop you.
Yeah.
So anyway, that's it.
That's it, y'all. That's it. That's it.
That
That's
is
it.
it.
That's
I
it.
don't want
That's
to get too deep,
it.
but man,
Well,
I'm
I think
telling
you already we already went there, and it's
you.
okay. I'm here for the deep. I'm here for the deep. I'm here for the authenticity. How can people support the basketball league? Like where, how can they find you and all that jazz?
Well, they can find us at www.thebasketballleague.net, as in hoops. That is our
You.
website. We're also at basketballsuperleague.com. It's basketballsuperleague.com. And there's a contact sheet where they can click and reach out, and all that information will come directly to us. And if they're interested in being a sponsor, if they have the same values,
Mhm.
I would love for them to reach out, because I would love to align with businesses, corporations, nonprofits, etc., that
Mhm.
have the same values that we do, because we're about changing lives. And that brand that goes into a school or a nonprofit is even more important than the brand that's on the basketball court. Because when it's all said and done, it's all about people,
Amen.
community.
Well, y'all, I hope you got just one thing from today. I mean, I have so many nuggets. But again, thank you, Evelyn Magley, for pulling up a seat in the coach's kitchen. I thank all of our viewers for pulling up a seat in the coach's kitchen. And I would just like to say, if today's conversation stirred anything in you, share the episode, tag me. I am at Leslie Nicole Speaks and at tck.live on Instagram. And let the people know what's cooking, y'all. If you're ever navigating leadership, calling, transition, and don't want to do it alone, reach out. I love to walk with you. Until next time, stay bold, stay whole, and get to cooking. Stop playing, y'all. Get to cooking. All right? All right.